What's going on, buddy, man? I can't believe I'm getting this. Look at this light source, man. I don't think I've ever received a light source that's good. You know what that is? That's the Nintendo Switch gods. That's what they are, man. They're coming down with a Zelda greatness. But regardless of that, man, I don't know how many chapters I'm going to read. The reason why it's been taking me so long is because I've been trying to get enough time to flip and get like a long reaction going, because I know a lot of people wanted to see 323, so I'll try to get to 323. No promises though, because I have to get going soon. So let's go ahead and start reading this. Reporting: the inside of Koku Pass was on the verge of falling to a troop of Chu soldiers that had appeared out of the blue. What? They were then destroyed by General Osen from the left battlefield, who appeared at the head of a 10,000 strong army. The left? Osen from the left! The gates of Koku Pass have once again been tightly secured. That was beast. That was extremely beast. Due to the failure of their gambit and unfavorable conditions on the battlefield, the enemy has retreated back to their positions from before the fighting began. Here's an adult page spread. Chu King's fury. Though it's only to the positions from before hostilities began, it seems every single coalition army has fallen back. That certainly was a concise report. Could it be that had General Osen not shown up when he did, Koku Pass would have fallen? That is absolutely correct. We have been well and truly saved by General Osen. The journalist fulfilled his role as the shield. His role as the shield? Now let me stop. The positioning of our Chin forces this time was clearly split between the two tasks of offense and defense. Our spear would be the Mobu army who broke the Chu, while the Osen army that saved Koku Pass in its moment of crisis would be the shield. The armies of those two men are the key to this battle of Koku Pass. A large portion of our strategy relied on the performance of those two, and for Osen, who possesses so many unknown factors to have performed to this degree, was truly beyond our expectations. So we were gambling our victory on Mobu and Osen. So what benefits have we reaped from this result? It can be said that we have obtained a huge advantage. You know, on Monday, man, whenever I came home to try and read this, oh man, dude, it was insane, because I came right home to get right into it, and then we had an emergency situation. I had to leave, and I did not get back home it was like 9, and then whenever I got it home, I just said screw it, and I watched Raw. But man, dude, because legit, I was ready to come home, and I wanted to do like the entire arc. That's how much, but life just didn't let it be, man. I'm telling you, Monday was gonna be a great day, man. We were gonna have some awesome sauce, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is obvious that the enemy was gambling everything on today's battle. Not only has that failed, but the defeat of the Chu army on top of that is adding insult to injury. With this, the Chu army is now forced onto the back foot to be slowly shipped down, while on the other hand, our forces will continue to be reinforced by more soldiers from Kanyo here. Furthermore, with the threat of the state of Ki still behind the coalition, they cannot hope to drag this war out for much longer. Of course, we must not become complacent. But if we consider the current turn of events, as well as the position of the opposing side, it can be said that the fall of Koku Pass has now become an extremely difficult proposition. Yay! These two. They did it, Kochan. They really did it. The soldiers of Chin fought so hard. Yeah, you're bleeding. Let me see. The coalition hasn't turned around to go back home just yet, but the situation is now completely in our favor. Our men's morale is probably sky high right now, while the coalition bastards should all be cowering in low spirits too. Bastards, you say? Thank goodness. I really thought that this might be the end for us. Since my life was just so happy, I got to be together with my beloved king and a bearish child, with my beloved Yu-chan on my side too. I was so content that I wondered if it was really okay for me to be this happy. Man, which is why I was sure that something horrifying was just waiting to happen to me. I was sure that everything was going to go bad. I'm so sorry, Yu-chan. The truth is I had already given up. Ko-chan, it's the same for me. There's no one in the world who wouldn't have despaired in our situation. I was in despair. But even in such a helpless situation, they still chose to fight and defy their fate. Let's go. The people who are fighting for us really are amazing, Ko-chan. Strategists don't know. That's a relief. You look well, Ryusen. Seems you're good for tomorrow too, of course. As I thought, you're wounded pretty bad, Shosa. You can take it easy at the camp for 2 or 3 days. We'll have Sugan look after your men in the meantime. Yeah, sorry about that. If you sleep by my side, maybe I'll get better in just 1 day. Dang, man. Trying to get us some 10. With that attitude, 2 days should be all you need. Take care. Let's see. Bihei and the others are We can choose the best. These dudes are freaking naked. Yeah, shake it, wiggle, wiggle. Shake it like this, shake it like that. Okay, man, they're getting a little. They're listening to some Shakira up in here, man. Shakira. Ah, here it comes. The drill, the page actually loaded. Come on, you guys still need to fight tomorrow. What do you think you're doing getting so drunk like that? It's a strategist girl. 10 juds here. These dudes are legit nude. Dancing like Shakira out here. There's so many of you here. Let's see. Bihei, Haido, Denyu, Dene, and Zaku are all okay. Or should I have a drink too for working until so late? Not yet. I still need to find the Blue Stone tribe. Really shouldn't push yourself too hard. Your face doesn't look so good. Take a small break. I'm fine since I can't fight on the front lines for shedding blood like you guys. Something like this isn't a big deal, man. 10. Let him know 10. Lost your buck teeth. No, Bihei. Oh, man. And hear my voice shitting, and here I was with some good booze from the Duke himself. So how'd the war council go? Yeah, everything went just as you said. Thanks to Osen saving Koku Pass and Mobu beating the Chu army, the odds are overwhelmingly in our favor now. What did the Duke say? He said it's not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, he says we're still missing something for the coalition to give up and go home. I've had something else on my mind too. Tin, what do you think? Do you think this is the end of the coalition army? I do. The reason why the Duke thinks that is probably since the Zhao army hasn't really pulled anything big since the first day. But all the other battlefields have had fierce fighting. The coalition came at us today with everything they had and still failed. He started to think that they would have another decisive hand to play later on. Don't do this to me again, computer, man. Don't do it! Load! Let me see. Hey, the nicest said 10. We've got this war in the bag. Cheers! But now that Shin mentions that there's something nagging me too, I'm sure it's the same thing he's thinking about, the same person, rather. Person? Yeah. Him. Who's him? Hold on. Hell yeah, nicely said 10. We've got this war in the bag. And there's something nagging me too. I'm sure that he's or the same person. Who the hell is he talking about? State of Chu, Royal Capital Chin. Following Rinbukun. Now we've even lost Kanmei, King of Chu, King Koretsu. Ultimately, the Chu army proves itself a burden to the entire coalition, resulting in abysmal prospects in toppling Koku Pass. This is not but disgrace upon disgrace for Chu. I sent to mincemeat those imbeciles who have brought shame to Chu the moment their bodies return. That said, does this mean that it was foolish of me to be stingy when choosing my military contribution to the coalition? What do you say, Renpa? Renpa! Oh my! Holy fuck! Following the Battle of Sanyo Renpa of the three... My bad about that. Let me see. Yeah, because that flipping phone, man. I don't know what's going on. Following the Battle of Sanyo Renpa of the former three great heavens of Zhao, Asylum, and Chu. People of Chu are different to those of Wei. Even if I took command of the proud Chu army, I would not be of much use in a war as large as this, dude. Renpa. If you talk of being stingy, Majesty, it would be better to look at Great General Cohen. If I were to have Cohen and such set out, do you believe they would be able to reform the Chu army in time? That would be impossible. Chin has never called the soldiers stationed at their various cities and castles to fight at Koku Pass, instead of concentrating on the defense of their respective areas. A wise decision by them. By now they will have plugged all the holes that were opened by the coalition army's invasion. If you wish to send reinforcements to Koku Pass, you would have to fight your way through them all over again. That's a factual statement. But if we do nothing, then Chu will be the one guilty of causing this war to fail. This war hasn't been decided as a failure just yet. Everyone here has overlooked the one important thing. Who is the most troublesome man to deal with in the coalition army? Who is the most dangerous man in all of China right now? None other than Riboku, the man who defeated the last member of Qin's 6 generals Oki at Bio 3 years ago. Riboku of the current 3 great heavens of Zhao. That man has still not yet made a single move in this war. Holy crap, dude. Yo, I gotta give you a little bit of chills. You can be sure that he's still hiding something up his sleeve. The fact that Riboku would disappear from the coalition army that night was known by only a few people in the coalition army, much less anyone in Qin. Oh my. Holy crap. This is a beast color page, dude. Look at Kyokai. Oh my god. You're like, I gotta save this. Dog, look at this Kyokai panel. Look at Shin and Ten. Yo, this is a beast cover. By the gods, this is sick. The colors! Yo, this is beast. This might have to be a lock screen. Yo, this is sick. We're about to, yo, that's beautiful. That might have to be my flipping the last page 318 Kabuki troops. So thank you for the purchase of volume 30. For certain reasons you can. The Kingdom anime has finally hit terrestrial broadcast television. Oh yeah, the Kingdom anime. I keep forgetting that thing as an anime. Or being able to see a moving Motun and Ohan. Oh, so he actually watches it. That's cool. Well, I'm pretty sure all of them watch their animes, but that's cool. Okay, so here we see. Oh man, the sun's coming up. The time has come. Damn, man, I don't have much time. Coalition Army HQ, the true commander has arrived. Oh snap. Lady Karin. You're late, Karin. My bad. Well, you know, a girl's got things to take care of in the morning. So this is Karin. She's huge. How an army stand in commander. Stand! Stundle! So, which one of you was the idiot that got his ass kicked by Osen? If it weren't for that, Koku Pass would be eating our dust right now. No, I'm showing of Han. Oh, you overgrown woman. Did you just call me an idiot? So you're the dumbass. Overgrown? Stop, Karin. We already have finished discussing the topic, but I didn't get to hear anything. And overgrown? That's a bit too much. Seeing that to a maiden like me, don't you say, Chowan of Han? Oh, hey, Commander of Yan. Not a single person who has commented on my height is still alive in this world. Damn, what's this? You're sensitive about your height? You're plenty stimulating as is. Would you like me to bed you tonight? You should know how to flatter a girl. That's enough! Do you have any idea how dire our current circumstances are? Right now, the coalition stands on the brink of ending this campaign on a complete failure. Despite instigating a war on a scale as great as this, if we return empty-handed, having unable to even breach Koku Pass, much less the capital of Kanyo itself, we will become the laughing stocks of the entire world. And if that happens, all of you here, the representatives of your respective states, just what sort of face are you planning on showing to your homeland? Your names will be forever etched in history as buffoons. He's speaking facts. He is speaking facts. In that case, the ones who will lose the most face will be Shunshin-kun, who installs himself as commander of the coalition, as well as the man that was pulling all the strings from behind Riboku Dono, who doesn't seem to have arrived yet. Riboku still hasn't come? Surely he hasn't gotten so depressed that he's decided to hide in his bed, has he? Riboku has already departed from this coalition army. What? Pick out 1,000 elites from each state's army and send them after me. Those were the last orders he gave. Send 1,000 elites to Riboku? What the hell would... This has to be a plan by Riboku. It's Riboku. It's Riboku. It has to be some sort of plan. This must be that now he's on the move. We're playing, where the hell is Riboku even right now? Oh, he's Zhao guy. Could it be possible that you knew all about this from right from the beginning? Correct. Riboku. Yeah, dude. He has something up his sleeve. He has to have... It's Riboku. 16th day of the Battle of Koku Pass, the Wei and Han armies would simply use their archers to release waves of arrows onto the pass. On the previous day, they made no attempt to climb the walls of the pass itself. While the armies in the other battlefields simply held position and glared at each other. I knew that they'd run out of ideas to attack us with. Yo, Duke, yo. The curtains then fell on the 17th day, which passed in the same Kanyo. And we see Aisei. The small city of Kasa, located on the outskirts of the mountains that surrounded Kanyo, population 3,000. I hear the coalition's almost about to pack up and go home. Yeah, thank God for that. If they got through Koku Pass, then Kanyo would have been screwed too. Who knows what would have happened to everyone. Once the war is finished, we'll need to open the gates and get back to work on the fields. Seems like the coalition's been pretty quiet yesterday too. Sorry about that. The biggest award is probably going to go to General Mobu. But after all, he's the one who did chew in. But didn't General Osen save the pass too? Hey, what's that? Beware of the Yan. The Yan. They are afraid of our soldiers. You can't just leave them out. You can just leave them to Osen. More importantly, we should reinforce Mobu to keep the Chu in check. Kanyo, what is it? Reports that a small city called Kasa has just been attacked by enemies. Kasa? Where is this city? Bring over another map. What a strange place to be attacked. It's further in than Bu Pass. Is this some sort of mistake? Apart from Koku Pass, there exists one other avenue for invaders to attack Kanyo. As opposed to Koku Pass of the North Path, there is Bu Pass of the South Path. However, the fact that the Southern Path has had many stretches of steep inclination, they made it unsuitable for moving large armies, as well as the strong defenses of the outposts along the way, meant that enemies scarcely ever chose it. Incidentally, Kasa was located in the middle of that South Path, towards the inside and past the gates of Bu Pass. The small cities of So and Ron have fallen too. It's getting closer to Kanyo. And who's invaded the southern path? It's gotta be Riboku. It's gotta be Riboku. We haven't received any reports of Bu Pass, the entrance of the southern path, falling. In fact, the Bu Pass hasn't even seen any combat. Oh, and there's just a few small sites. There's a smaller fall to large-scale bandit raids. Over there is the medium-sized city of Naifu is right past them. Kyoku, take 1,000 men to Naifu and see what is happening. Yes, sir. Report: Naifu was attacked and sent a request from reinforcements to the neighboring city of Jinshi. It's gotta be Riboku. It's gotta be Riboku. Jinshi then sent a request to Kanyo for aid. Even Naifu's under attack. It can't be. So on earth it's going on? It's gotta be that bastard Riboku, yo. Double page spread. The records of this era's coalition army war in the Shibi were scattered amongst a number of different texts. What could be gleaned from these texts was that there also existed a detachment force released by the coalition army that attacked Koku Pass, and that detachment force would thrust the state of Chin into the pit of despair. Riboku! Everyone's falling, but at last we know who the enemy is. It seems the enemy army is being led by Riboku. Freaking hell. It's 10:40. I gotta get going. I gotta go to work. Holy crap, I gotta get to work in 15 minutes. I'll see you guys later, man. Freaking Kingdom Reign is Kingdom!